Why should you never try to write with a broken pencil? Any guesses? Because it's pointless. All right, let's begin. This is a unit called Writing Fluency. Your learning goal is here. We are learning to make our writing flow so it's easier and nicer to read and listen to. So flow, kind of like a river flows, you know? We're going to start with this before reading activity. I'm going to model how to write more fluently. Here's an example. I went to the store. I bought some juice. I bought snacks. I went home. I talked to my cat. I turned on the TV. I opened the bag of snacks. What is repetitive about these sentences? Repetitive. Meaning they're all short. Yep. They're all statements. Yep. All have the same structure, with the subject first and then the verb. I went. I bought. I bought. I went. I talked. I turned. I opened. Subject, then verb. And all these sentences begin with the word I. This is what is repetitive about these sentences. This is an example of a paragraph that is dull, boring, dull to read because it has no variety in sentence, length, or structure. Let's see how we can make it read more easily. Let's try to make this more fluent. Make it flow so it's easier and nicer to read and easier and nicer to listen to. I could combine the first three sentences into one. 1, 2, 3. I went to the store to buy some juice and snacks. See that? I went to the store. I bought some juice. I bought snacks. 3 sentences combined into one. It flows nicer, doesn't it? I went to the store to buy some juice and snacks. Sounds way better. I could also combine the next sentences and vary the way the sentence starts. Remember, vary means change, make it different. That helps describe an order and also gives some variety. For example, when I got home, I talked to my cat, comma, turned on the TV, comma, and opened the bag of snacks. So in this case, I combined the sentences. Here, I went home, I talked to my cat, turned on the TV, opened a bag of snacks. Again, I combined these all into one sentence, but I made some changes. Both paragraphs in this case give the same information but in different ways. Why is this paragraph more pleasing than the first one? So if I read this as a paragraph, I went to the store to buy some juice and snacks. When I got home, I talked to my cat, turned on the TV, and opened the bag of snacks. Why is this paragraph more pleasing than the first one? This first one here. Any ideas? Well, for example, there's more variety in length and structure. So this sentence is longer. This sentence is longer. Okay? And the structure of the sentences. I've got different sentence parts. So, I don't have the subject then the verb here. It just says turned on the TV. In this example, I just had I had the subject and the verb, subject and the verb, subject and the verb. So that's a different structure here and here. Okay? Also, it tells what happened and when. So, using the words, when I got home, I did this. In this sentence, it just says, I went to the store. It doesn't say when. I bought some juice. It doesn't just say what happened. It tells also when it happened. Okay? So, your activity now, I get you to pause the video is to, in pairs, take turns reading and listening to each paragraph. And then decide which paragraph was easier to read and why. Okay? So, I want you with a partner, so the person sitting next to you across from you, read this paragraph, then read this as a paragraph, and answer this question, then this question. Okay? Pause the video and do that. Welcome back. So, some of the things you'll notice, the first sentence, or the first paragraph, was easier to read because it had short sentences. The second, because it flowed better and my voice sounded more natural when I read it, may be a possible answer. Which paragraph was easier to listen to and why? Well, your possible answer could be the second, because the sentences flowed better and sounded more like talking, like a person talking. So, let's put this all together here, okay? When we speak, our language has rhythm. Our statements don't always sound the same, and they're not all the same length or the same structure. The same is true of writing. Writing that flows along well is called fluent writing. So that's what we are learning to do in this unit. You are learning to make your writing flow, so it's easier and nicer to read and listen to. And there are some strategies to help us do that. Okay? We are going to learn about those strategies next in the next video when we do the during reading activity in your textbook on page 20. And then we'll continue on with the strategies to make your writing flow nicely here. Okay? So that's in the next video. Thanks for listening.